I've said this multiple times on this channel. If you're running any kind of e-commerce brand and static ads aren't part of your overall approach, then you are leaving money on the table. And yes, they are still one of the easiest formats to scale with. And out of the like 15,000 ads that I've probably made at this point, a large majority of them were statics. And a lot of them were the top performers in the account. But here's where it gets really interesting. Right now, with some of the AI tools that are available, you can make statics just like this in a matter of minutes. I'm Fraser, I'm one of the co-founders at Fraggle. We work with some of the biggest D2C brands in the US and the UK, like Leaf Shave, Aloha, Nathan & Sons, just to name a few. We help them scale with performance, creative, and in this video, I'm going to teach you exactly the process that we use here at Fraggle to make statics with AI. This is the exact process we use so that you can do it for your brand and you can start to find some winners. We're going to be going through a couple of different processes, ending with one that is entirely made with AI. So let's get on to the first one, shall we? So there's a couple of tools that you're going to need because we're going to be using these all the time. The first one is Claude or some kind of LLM. I truly believe that Claude is one of the best ones at the minute, so that's what I'm going to be using. And the next one is some way to access Nano Banana Pro 2. This can be something like Arcads, Higgs Field, direct through the API, however you want to do it, as long as you can get access to it, we're golden. Native looking statics truly kill on Facebook ads right now. And the reason for that is because we're kind of going through this phase where a lot of ads are now looking too much like ads. And so we need to make them look less like it and more like something someone would actually consume. So a couple of the ads we're going to be going through today are going to focus on exactly that. So the first ad is made, I'd say like 70% AI. The rest is going to be a bit of human touch. And our goal is to create something like this. So for the purpose of this video, we are going to be making some ads for Nuve, which is one of our clients. It's a foot care device. So I found a product image. I'm going to import that into Claude, which is where we're going to be writing the prompt. And then I'm going to be using Whisperflow to text to speech my voice, so I don't have to type the prompts. Write me a prompt for Nano Banana Pro 2 that will put this product in the attached image into a woman's hands. I want the image to look like it is taken from their point of view, looking down at the product in their hands. It needs to look like it was shot on an iPhone 17 Pro back camera with a nice wood floor beneath them. Okay, so this is the first part. We just prompt Claude on what we want, and then we click go and let it write this prompt. Okay, so it has written its prompt here. So it has used some of my past kind of chats in order to craft its prompt a little bit. If you do this quite a lot, you'll get the same thing. So what we need to do now is we just need to, you can work back and forth with Claude to get this prompt right, but let's just dump it in and see what happens. So I'm going to be using our own way to use Nano Banana here, but I'm just going to paste it into the prompt section. I'm going to select 9:16. I'm going to go and select my product image as well. There it is. Let's pop that in there. And then I'm just going to hit generate. Ads like this often require a UGC creator to take the photo or yourself to take the image. And sometimes that means actually going out and hiring these people. And a lot of you might not be able to do that, or you might just not have the time, or there might be a specific type of image that you want. Using AI opens up the possibility to do that whenever you want. And like I said, some of the best performing static ads right now on the accounts that we're in are organic looking story style ads. Okay, so this is our first attempt. It looks pretty damn good. There's a couple of things here. Number one, I don't want both hands holding the device. So what we can do now is let's copy this image and let's paste it back into Claude and say, this is the result. I want the image to be a bit wider, and I also want only one hand holding the device as if the other one is holding the camera. So we send that back and we're just working with Claude back and forth to get the output that we want. People often really complicate the prompting process for images. Honestly, just getting an LLM to write it for you, they often do a way better job than you would. Okay, so it's adapted that prompt a little bit there. Let's paste that back in and follow the exact same process that we did before. Okay, and we click generate. The coolest thing is that I actually made this platform using Claude Code, which is pretty crazy, right? Now, when it comes to the copy for these ads, you do have a couple of options. You can again use AI, you can use Claude Claude to write the copy for you. Just tell it the type that you want and write it. For the purpose of this, I'm just going to kind of wing it. But I have made multiple videos on how you can make great static ads using AI, so you can check out one of those if you want help with the copy. Okay, we now have an actual pretty solid image here. You can see the product is rendered pretty much perfectly. It's in a creator's hand. There is a couple of things that I want to change here. So once again, let's copy it and put it back into Claude. This is very good, but I still don't think it feels very organic and like a UGC image. Potentially the hand is coming out more at an angle and there's a bit more noise in the image to make it look like a real image someone was taken on an iPhone. So my prompting is not, I'm just speaking to my computer here. I'm not crafting any prompts, but essentially I think that image was a little bit too clean, I'd propose. And so I wanted to think more authentically about what the image would look like. Once again, follow the same process, pop the prompt back in. We want to put in our image here as well. And then we're going to hit go once again. Now that is way better, right? So I'm going to just download this image and I'm going to go over to Figma where I'm going to be doing the editing. Okay, so I actually already have a template kind of set up for this style of ad, but I'll show you what goes into doing it. So first of all, of course, we have the image. So I'm just going to replace this with our image that we just created. There we go. Just kind of scale it down and stuff as well. Okay, and now we are just going to move these out of the way. So essentially this is mimicking a very popular text style that you see on Instagram. We're just kind of putting things in boxes with like a serif font, and that font, if you want to know, is Georgia Regular, and we've literally just put them in boxes here. There's a little line here, that's a mistake. I'll show you what we're going to do with that in a second. So let's just make this really simple with some copy. This device is amazing. Remember, we want the copy to feel like it's real, right? We want this copy to feel like this is something that someone has posted on their Instagram story. I've really struggled with dry feet, and this thing from Nuve has fixed all my problems. So make sure we get the brand name right. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this look like it's an @ symbol. So I'm just going to put that on there. And then on Instagram stories, when you tag someone, it gets underlined. So let's underline this text just like that. So it looks like we tagged someone. I don't think we need that bit. That's fine. It's always selling out. So if you can get one now, that's a nice little urgency part there, I think. And then I'm just going to lay these out just like this. I'm just going to move them down there so we can still see the brand name. It still looks real, and done. There's your finished ad. It took, including generations, maybe like 5 minutes or so. We did all the text in Figma so we can go back and we can edit this and we can test it. This is the best way to make statics with AI, in my opinion. I'm going to show you later in the video how to make them completely with AI, but the problem there is that your text and everything is baked in, so you can't change it for variations. You have to do the whole generation again. But with this, the main thing that you're doing is the image, which is often the hardest part, and then the rest you're kind of building around it. So just for fun, let's do another one here, and let's say this time I want it to be a mirror selfie that someone takes and they're holding the product. Again, I want to make it look like it is a UGC photo taken on the back camera of someone's iPhone. I want the woman in the image to be about 40 or so with blonde hair. Now again, within this same chat here, I'm talking back and forth with it to get the right information out of it. You can see how quickly, once you've kind of got something set up, you can do this. You can even set up maybe like a Claude skill here to write these potentially even faster in the exact same way every time. So let's head back over to our generation tool here. Let's input our product image also. There we go. And then we just hit generate. Okay, cool. This is pretty smart actually. So we've got like a cool little mirror selfie there. I think we can probably go back and forth to make it work a little more, but for the sake of this, you know what's possible. Let's download it and let's duplicate this frame within Figma, and let's import the image. Perfect. Now we can change this, and then can you see how you can very quickly make a lot of variations with this now, because all you need to do is change the image, potentially change the text a little bit, different personas, etc., and you are like off to the races. You have two very good images there that you can use, and I can almost guarantee you that no one will tell that they are AI, particularly the first one that we have here with the product. Interrupting this video here to tell you about a tool that allows you to spy on your competitors and find how much money they're making. Yes, you heard that right. The platform's called Particl. I've spoken about it on the channel before, and it is incredible. And it just got a whole lot better because you can now connect it to your LLM of choice. For me, that's Claude. I can use their MCP dashboard and I can generate a key and plug it into my Claude. That means I can ask it to give me a full breakdown of a certain brand's ads, and it's going to use Particl without me ever having to go to the website to find that information. This is incredible. The more I use Claude, the more it becomes part of my daily life, and this is just helping it become an extension of my business as a whole. Using Claude Cowork for things like this is just chef's kiss, 10 out of 10. I would recommend you try it out, as well as all the amazing features that Particl have on their website as well. There's a link to check them out down below. So the next static ad I want to make is maybe one a little more branded. So we're going to use this one here from Grind Coffee. Really nice product image, and then we're just going to put some text on the top. Follow the exact same process that we did before. So I'm going to actually copy this image into Claude. Let's open a new project here as well. We're going to do it for Nuve again. Why not? I want you to generate me a Nano Banana Pro 2 prompt that will place the foot care device in a similar position and create a similar product photo to the attached example. I don't want any of the text that's visible in the product image. I just want the actual product image. So I did say some things wrong there, so let's go back. I don't want any of the text that's visible in the ad image. I just want the actual product image. Let's send that to Claude and let's see what it comes up with. By the way, if you made it this far in the video, please do make sure that you hit the subscribe button. It would be really great to have you on board, and I post videos like this every single week to help you make better ads. And also, while you're down there, why not hit the like button as well and drop a comment if you have any questions. So we've got studio photography of the Nuve Silk 3 Pro electric petticoat device. The device is brush pink, so it's describing the device there. It stands upright on a matte dusty rose shelf surface with a warm light. Lovely. Okay, let's see whether it doesn't mention any of the text, so that's good. So let's go back over here to our platform. Let's pop that in there. Let's grab the product image. Okay, now I do want it 9:16 again, I think. In fact, let's go for square this time. Let's do that. And then let's just generate the image. So while that's happening, we can head over to Figma and we can set up the rest of our stuff here. So we just want a frame. Let's do it square. So 1080 by 1080. That's going to give us a square file. We can probably also put some text in here as well. Why not? The only device you need for smooth feet. Off the top of my dome. There we go. Let's pop that in here. Let's increase the size. Cool. Okay. Go back and see whether this is generated. Okay, cool. So we've got something there. Unfortunately, it has kind of done the product a little bit wrong. So let's go back to Claude here and get this example. This was the output. The device is the wrong color, and can we also have more headroom so that we can put some text above the product? So unfortunately, this is what happens with AI images, is you're normally going back and forth to get exactly what you want. I have found that using like some kind of dictation tool does really help, because I find it quite difficult to type exactly what I'm thinking. I'm just going to make sure here I am giving Nano Banana a image of the product if you want to mention that in the prompt. Let's just make sure that Claude has all the information that it needs. Again, the more content you give, the more context you give any platform, the better it's going to be. Okay, so now it's directly saying using the provided image. So again, same process. Let's do square again. Let's hit generate and wait. Okay, cool. Let's have a look. So we have an output now. This is much better, definitely more what we want. Let's download that. Let's head over to our pre-prepared Figma file here and let's import the image. Let's pop this in here, put it in the frame. You remember you can do all of this in Canva very easily. So don't stress that I'm using Figma and you don't know how to use Figma. So many devices, so many platforms are the exact same now, so I really wouldn't stress. You can definitely do this very, very easy inside something like Canva. Okay, there we go. We can definitely do some more design work here for sure, but you can see how you can generate a pretty high-end looking static ad with product images in a couple of minutes. Just change the font and already that looks like a million times better. Your dream studio images are literally just a prompt away. Now, finally, we've got to the end of the video where I am going to show you how to generate static entirely with AI. And the first step of that is finding an ad that you like. So I went away, I had a look through 4Play, and I saw this ad here from Blessy, okay? It's not even in English, so I don't know what it says, but I can get the general idea here. So what you need to do is you need to copy this and you need to put it into Claude. And that is exactly what I did here. And I said, look at this ad and write me a prompt that will generate the same layout, but for a product of my choice within Nano Banana. Leave spaces for me to input the copy that's required along with the colors. So basically what I'm saying here to Claude is generate me a one-shot prompt that's customizable for me to put my own information in there, which will give me the static ready to go. And that is exactly what it did. It went away and it looked at it and it put together this fairly comprehensive prompt. It's leaving space here for a background color, for a logo color, for the headline color, and also for all the copy as well. And then finally we have these feature layouts here. I did want to change the prompt. So again, I went back to it. I said, change the prompt to accommodate the fact that I'll attach an image of the product. It did exactly that. And then I wanted to make it even simpler. So I said, I want to work out the colors on its own by me giving it one main brand color. So instead of me inputting a different color for text and everything like that, I just want it to kind of do it all on its own. And that is exactly what it did. And then I ran it and this was the output. That's pretty insane. That's proof right there that I did this within AI, okay? And you can kind of see like it's not brilliant. This isn't super accurate like the text and stuff on here, but this is pretty insane. This was done one shot. I didn't even give it the logo. It figured out the logo on its own. You can see I said here output is good, but the product doesn't look great. Maybe we need to add more about making it look the same, and it gave me that information and now it gave me the full prompt. So with that in mind, let's give it a shot, shall we? So we're going to go over to our platform here. I'm going to put in the prompt, okay? And we're going to make sure that it is 9:16 because we changed it before. We're going to upload the product image here. Okay, and we're going to change what is required here. So the brand color is pink. What else do we need here? We need the brand name. So this is Nuve. And we're going to say the first line reads, let's make sure that it's in speech marks. Perfect feet in seconds. So let's make sure that that is in speech marks. Now, I don't think we need a second line, and I don't think we need a subtitle line. Oh, actually, let's have a subtitle line. Let's not have a second line. Completely pain-free. Okay, and then we need some features. We can do super fast roller, completely portable, USB rechargeable, interchangeable rollers. Okay, so let's just have 4 here so I can adapt the prompt as we go. So I'm just going to change here to 4, and then the CTA is going to be try today. Okay, and then all we need to do then is generate. So like I mentioned earlier, this is what looks like a very easy way to generate statics, but the issue is if you want to change any text further down the line or colors, you're going to have to go all the way back to square one. And if you're short on credits, for example, or short on time, that might not be the best way to do it. And voila, we have a finished static done completely AI in a matter of minutes. And if you want to speed it up even more, you can make a skill inside Claude for every single style of static. You can just plug in and go. This is pretty insane, I'm not gonna lie. The real advantage of all this comes into when you create some sort of system, whether that's working with freelance designers or doing it all by AI, you can start testing different angles, different personas, different messaging faster than anyone else. And if you happen to be a brand that's spending over 70,000 on ads and you need help with ad creative, whether it be video or static, I would love to have a chat with you. You can scan the QR code on the screen if you want, or click the link down below. I appreciate you watching this video and hopefully you've learned something. Hit the subscribe button and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.